Hello, friends. This is the second part of VTU ETR 2025 paper. Let's get started. The first question is, which layer in OSI model is responsible for data presentation? The correct answer for this is presentation layer. Second question, the purpose of object-oriented analysis is to identify the objects and attributes, define the system requirements, model the system using object-oriented concepts. All of these are correct. Next, use case diagram is used to, the first option is correct, model the interactions between the users and the system. Next question, the purpose of factory method design pattern is to, factory method design defines an interface for creating objects without specifying their classes. So the first option is correct. Which of the following is true? This is related to normal forms. So if you read all the options, the correct option is option C. Every relation in BCNF is also in 3NF. Next question. 5 items A, B, C, D, and E are pushed in a stack one after other starting from A. The stack is popped 4 times and each element is inserted in a queue. The 2 elements are deleted from the queue and pushed back on the stack. Now one item is popped from the stack. If you work out in the diagram, the correct option that is popped is option D. Next question. If an array is declared as int ARR 5 by 5, this is a two-dimensional array, how many elements can it store? It can store 25 elements. 5 5s are 25. Next question. Which of the binary tree traversal requires a queue? This is related to data structures. So the correct answer for this is option A, level order. Next question, based on discrete structures. If relation on set A is 1, 2, 3, 4 defined by R of x, y, where x plus y is 5, then which pair belongs to R? The obvious answer here is option A, because when you add up all of these, you get the total of 5. Next question. What is the Cartesian product of set A and set B if set A is 1 and 2 and set B is A comma B? Option C is the right answer. You have to pick every element from set A and join it with every other element from set B. Next question, what is the main advantage of SSTF? SSTF stands for shortest seek time first. This is based on operating system subject, disk scheduling algorithm. So the main drawback of SSTF is it causes starvation for distant request. Which of the following replacement policies suffers from Beledi's anomaly? The correct answer is first in, first out. Next, thrashing occurs when, so if you read all the options, the correct option here is B, when processes spend more time paging than executing. Next, which protocol type does Wi-Fi use for media access control? This is based on computer networks. So the correct answer for this is CSMA. In Ethernet addressing, if all the bits are ones, then the address is known as broadcast address. Standard Ethernet uses dash encoding. It uses Manchester encoding. Next question. Which phase of unified process involves deploying the system to its users? It's the transition phase. Next question. In a weather monitoring system, the observer pattern is implemented. The system has the following components. So if you read all the input which is provided, so it is asking if each observer object stores the temperature and has additional overhead of 4 bytes per observer, calculate the total memory required to store all the objects. The correct answer for this is 1600 bytes. Next, dash design pattern converts the interface of a class into another interface clients expect. The answer for this is adapter method. Next question. Which of the following is a valid SQL aggregate function? All of these are aggregate functions. A cycle on n vertices is isomorphic to its complement. What is the value of n? The correct answer is 5. Which of the following is a type of software testing that checks the functionality of software in real world scenarios? The right answer to this is user acceptance testing. Which one of the first phase of rational unified process? Which one is the first phase? So the first phase always begins with inception phase. Modifying a software after it has been put into use is known as. The right answer to this is software maintenance. Next question. If a system uses memory mapped input output, how much address memory is available if the address bus is 16 bits and 256 IO addresses are reversed? The right answer is 65,280 bytes. Calculate the effective address for the instruction load R1 100 R2 if the content of R2 is 200. The answer is 300. Next question. Which of the following is an example of input-output control method where the CPU polls each device? The answer to this is programmed input-output. Next question. Suppose you have coins of denomination 1, 3, and 4. You use greedy algorithm and choose the largest denomination coin which is not greater than the remaining sum. For which of the following sums will the algorithm not produce an optimal answer? The right answer is for 6. The worst case time complexity of quicksort, it is O of n square. Which of the following algorithm is not in place? Merge sort. Next, the unit which acts as an intermediate agent between memory and backing store to reduce process time is cache. The bit used to signify the cache location is updated is flag bit, reference bit, update bit, or dirty bit. The answer is dirty bit. Next question. Which of the following algorithms is used to find the articulation points in a graph? The correct answer is depth first algorithm. In n queens problem, what does backtracking do when a placed queen results in no valid positions for the next queen? The answer for this is option C. Removes the last placed queen and tries the next possibility. Which data structures are used to formulate the BFS breadth first search? The data structure used is queues. Next question. Which strategy is used to handle deadlocks by ensuring that at least one of the necessary conditions for deadlock does not hold? The right answer is deadlock prevention. Which disk scheduling algorithm minimizes the total seek time? Circular scan, C-scan. Access matrix model for user authentication contains a list of objects, a list of domains, a function which returns an object type. So the answer is all of these. A system digitizes an analog signal with a maximum frequency of 4 kHz. According to Nyquist theorem, what is the minimum sampling rate required to avoid aliasing? The answer is 8 kHz. Using Go Back and ARQ with a window size of 4, how many frames can be sent before an acknowledgement is required? So using go back and ARQ, you can send 4 frames. 91. Predict the output of the following program. So this is a recursive function. The output for this is option C, 16. Question 92. A binary search tree is generated by inserting the following elements in order. These are the elements. You need to construct a binary tree and then find the number of nodes in the left subtree and right subtree of the root is. You will get the answer 8, 3. Next question. A variant of the linked list in which none of the node contains null pointer. The right answer is circular linked list because there is no null pointer. If P and Q are independent propositions, which of these is always false? The last option. How many equivalence relations can be defined on a set of size 3? The right answer is 5. Next question. In a 7-node directed cyclic graph, the number of Hamiltonian cycle is to be. The answer for this is 360. Next question. What is the purpose of use case diagram in UML? The answer is option B, to show the system's interactions with external entities. In the rational unified process, which phase focuses on creating architectural foundation of the system? The right answer is elaboration phase. Next, which type of testing ensures that previously developed and tested software still works after changes? The correct answer is regression testing. Next question. Which of the following acts as a temporary storage location to hold an intermediate result for mathematical and logical calculations? The answer for this is accumulator. I hope this was helpful. Thank you.